getting teamed on.
Where's the BR spawn?
Double kill.
BR
Triple kill.
spawns, I think.
Overkill.
This looks awesome. I've been meaning to talk about this. It's like an Apex / Halo hybrid. I've seen clips of this on Twitter. They are popping off. They've been posted by His Watson. He is Apex Legends pro and content creator, sponsored by Furia. He's posted 3 clips of this so far. The more I see of this, the more excited I get.
Bro.
They're gonna take so long.
I'm not sure what His Watson's affiliation is with this. Like, if he's personally working on this or he's just playing this or what. Like, every time he tweets about it, it's like intentionally vague. Like, he just put 4 question marks here. And then in the next one, he put 5 question marks, right? Like, at some point, I assume we're going to get some more details on what exactly is going on here and whether or not we're going to get to play this. I assume we will. Like, I've noticed a lot of different Halo pros and personalities talking about it, getting excited about it, and I'll talk about that more in a bit. But clearly, this is Apex Legends with some mods. We've got, like, reskins over the Legends, so they look like Spartans, and then over the weapons, like, the Sniper, I assume, is just the Kraber with a reskin, or, like, the Sentinel. Then the BR, I assume, is the Hemlock. Right? I've seen the Magnum, I've seen the Assault Rifle, the Shoddy. It's all like the classic Halo 3 weapon models. The Snipe kind of looks like Reach, but the rest of it is just like classic H3 weapon models. It's wild to me, honestly, that the classic Pump Shoddy made it to Apex before it made it to Halo Infinite. Like, the heck is going on there? And then the classic maps, too. So far, we've seen the Pit and Lockout. They look pretty damn good, honestly. Like, Lockout looks kind of awesome. It's making me want a real, like, Lockout remake or reimagining in Infinite. I feel like we're sorely missing that. They got the legit Halo skybox back there, too. Like, it's kind of dope. Now, obviously, I have no idea how all this is working, but I wonder how much flexibility they have here. Like, can they change the damage values and accuracy of each weapon? Like, for example, a big part of Halo's combat is its scope mechanics and hipfire accuracy. And you can see that they're trying to recreate that a bit, right? Like, they've got the classic Halo reticles, which is sick, and then the scopes as well. Like, they've got you can see they've sort of taken out ADS, but there's still like a pull to your face animation happening with the scope. Sort of like Halo, you snap into scope in Halo. That's kind of a cool component of the game, but they're kind of, removing ADS here. Is there D-scope, right? Do you get shot out of scope if you're playing this mod? Can they add that? And it looks like the snipe might be more accurate in hipfire. Maybe I don't play enough Apex to tell, but hipfire accuracy, a big part of Halo, right? You're not always in scope. You can see they still got bullet drop and the projectile-based, like, gunshots as well. So at long range, you got to lead your shots, which I think this is kind of dope. Like, Halo 3 was the only Halo game that I thought really tried to venture into, like, projectile-based gunshots, like aiming, right? Like, at long range, you had to lead your shots on a regular basis. There's a layer of, like, depth and skill expression there that Apex has that would be cool in, like, a Halo environment. Why do this, though? Like, why am I excited about this? Because we already have Halo. We already have Apex. They're 2 different, separate games. Like, why make an Apex Halo mod? I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter somehow hating on this. Like, this is some sort of, like, blasphemous creation, just slandering Halo's good name. Or that I somehow think this is what Halo should be. Like, it's just a mod, bro. Chill. I actually think stuff like this is good for Halo fans and a nice way to create a bridge between 2 communities. See, my thing with Apex as a Halo fan is that there's aspects of this game that I really like and that make me want to play it. And then there's other stuff that sort of just, like, puts me off entirely. What I think is sick about Apex is the combat loop. Similar to Halo, combat is a dance, and even more so with Apex. You've got this high time to kill, so it can take a lot of bullets to drop someone, which gives skilled players the opportunity to turn a fight around and make a sick outplay. Or in some cases, maybe drop multiple players in stylish fashion, like you're some kind of digital John Wick. And Apex has a ton of sick tech, too, that I don't even know the details of. Like, you got, like, that mantle in the fast slide technique, and then, like, the bunny hopping and just the capability you have to steer it all, or the wall kick techniques and the air strafing you can do to kind of connect it all together, and then add the zip line and the tap strafe. And, like, there's a lot you got there to just outmaneuver and, like, get the edge over your opponent. As a Halo fan that appreciates mechanic-based skill gaps, so like button combos like we had back in Halo 2, or the absolute dogfights we'd have with movement techniques in Halo 5, like, I just find stuff like this uniquely satisfying. It's like, for that one 3 to 5 second interaction, it's as if you're playing like a mini fighting game in FPS form. What keeps me away from Apex, though, is the fact that it's a battle royale. And I know that TDM exists, but ultimately Apex was designed to be a battle royale. And there's just so many variables in battle royales that I find they're very hard to control. Like, you got all these different players dropping onto a massive map with unique abilities, and then you got this whole, like, looting phase of the game where you got to find all the meta weapons and the attachments and all the meta areas of the map that you want to drop and you know, cover. And then the many, and in some cases, in my opinion, very cringy strategies that players will, like, incorporate to stay alive till the end of the game. Like, on top of the fact that there's this, like, ever-present threat that you could just be randomly third-partied in the middle of a fight at any time. And that's not to say that you can't account for all these variables and learn how to efficiently play around them. Like, I understand there's a very successful competitive formula here with Apex that a lot of people appreciate. What I think makes Halo so awesome by comparison, at least competitively, is just how simple and balanced it all is. Like, it's just 4v4 on a much more intimate map. You've got the same even weapon starts throughout, and then you've got weapons spawning in specific locations on reliable timers for you and your team to fight over. You've got a shield and damage system that's incredibly simple to understand. So then there's this greater focus placed on you and your team's ability to strategically work together to control the map and control power weapons and enemy spawns. And then you have these objective game types like Capture the Flag or Oddball that add all these variables of team play and skill expression to the mix. So the result is something that's, like, comparatively very simple, but not easy, all while keeping that combat dance intact. Like, Halo is basically FPS team chess. You locked in versus your opponents in a perfectly even playing field. Fewer variables at play, but you and your team can intimately control all of them. The best players are able to read the options and timings of their opponents to a T, where the ultimate determining factor separating the best from the rest is skill and strategy. Something like that, at least when the game's not completely broken. Online Halo has a lot of issues. It's a land Halo,
rifle
right? Like, when it's working as it should, there's an awesome competitive experience here. Anyway, I'm basically just comparing battle royales to arena shooters. I guess what I'm trying to say here is I would love to try Apex with Halo rules. Apex has a uniquely sick combat system. Like, if they can mod it so everyone has even same weapon starts, and then as far as abilities, like, I don't know the balance of it all, but maybe everybody starts with the same ability as well, and then have power weapons on the map and have a spawn system similar to Halo. And, you know, maybe you can keep some elements of Apex's gameplay intact, like the shield battery system, right? Maybe simplify it. I don't know. How does it play? I want to see how this all plays. In the end of the day, I see stuff like this as only a W for the Halo community. Like, Apex is clearly a much more popular game right now. Let's throw some Halo skins on this and, you know, raise some awareness of an awesome franchise. Or if they can find a way to mimic some of the iconic rules of Halo within Apex, then maybe it'll help people gain a new appreciation for Halo's gameplay. Or maybe they'll want to look into Halo Infinite and learn more about it. I don't know. And maybe not. Maybe Halo is a lost cause. Maybe it'll just continue to cannibalize itself and wither away until it's a skid mark on the underpants of gaming history. I don't freaking know, bro. It's a cool mod, though, and I'm curious to see what happens with it. I think his Watson mentioned something about wanting to do, like, a tournament on this mod with Halo pros. I think that's a sick idea. I would love to see somebody like Sniped Out, you know, who has experience in Halo and Apex, play something like this, or take a cracked Halo player like Bound. Let's say, can he translate his mechanical skill and game sense from Halo over to Apex Halo, right? Like, I just think that could be a really cool event. So I'm going to keep tabs on, you know, the rollout of this, and I guess we'll just wait and see. Until more details come up, let me know. What do you guys think of this Apex Halo mod? Do you hate it? Do you love it? And why? I hope I get to play it at some point. Is there a game that you would like to see this type of Halo mod for, like on a different game? And what do you think of Halo Infinite's current gameplay and skill gap? Like, Halo Infinite obviously has its own combat dance. It's got its skill gap in the right circumstances. I think there could be more. Maybe you disagree. What would you change and alter about the current Halo formula if you had the ability to do so? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy Halo discussions like this and you want more, maybe you're an Apex player, I've got other videos beside me you might like. Patreon subscribers, thank you for the continued support. I've got more details on Patreon and its perks in the video description, but that's all I got for today. So until next time, this is the way.